Let me announce it in my Discord that we are starting. Okay. Nice. Okay, close this one. Close this one. Open on the chat. I will also share the Steam page of your game real quick in the chat, and after that we can start. So players can take a look on the game and wishlist it too. Okay. Okay. Let me sit into my original position here. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know if we can start. If the video and sound quality is good, let me know. Please let me know if we can start. I will also double check on stream. And after that, we can start. On stream. Please say something. We can start.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
We
10.
can start.
1, 2,
Okay, perfect. Okay, let me know if we can start, dear Eyal. Let me know.
Yeah. From my end, you can start.
Okay.
Sure.
So, welcome everyone in the very new episode of my Dev Live show. Today, I'm joined with Eyal, Geva. I hope that I'm pronouncing your name right. Believe me, I practiced a lot. And first of all, I would like to say that I'm very thankful and very honored that you joined us for today's episode of my Dev Live show. And like I'm always saying, let's start with a little bit of introduction. So please introduce yourself for us.
Yeah, hi. You said the name quite well.
Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for having me. So yeah, I'm Eyal. I'm a game developer, game designer in Peanut Button Studio.
Okay.
We're a small studio based in Tel Aviv, and like me and my brother started this studio 7 years ago.
I see.
We started making VR. Started with VR experiences because we were students and it was fun to try new stuff and be on the frontier. And then we started making games in VR. The Secret of Metropolis was our first major release that got some attention.
I see.
Yeah, and now we are expanding and we're doing our first game that will be not VR exclusive, and we're starting with the flat screen version. It's Riddlewood Manor, and it's coming soon, and there's a demo. I'll probably mention the demo a few times because this is our latest release and it's free, so anyone can just jump in and see what we're doing, like our style, our vision for gaming.
I see. Thank you for that. So my very first question would be, what was your very first contact with video games as a player, if you remember those times of your past?
Okay, I was born on 91.
Okay.
So I can't really remember the first game I played.
I see.
Because I grew up already with a computer. So like solitaire, like the pinball. There was a 3P pinball on Windows Microsoft.
Yeah.
I guess this would be maybe the first one I really got into and tried to beat the score. But it's pinball. I didn't understand. Till today, I'm not sure how to really be good at it because sometimes
I can relate to that. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's fun, but it's hard, right?
It's fun. Yeah, it's more than arcade. It's not like serious gaming.
True.
And I think the first game that really like caught me with the mechanics and world, and like I got to the 100 completionist and everything, it was the first Rayman game.
Oh,
You,
nice.
yeah, when like Ubisoft was something completely different.
Different,
I
yeah.
don't know if your viewers like from my age, it was very special, a very
True,
very
true,
special game.
true. I miss Rayman franchise, by the way. They should have been doing another sequel or prequel or anything. Yeah, yeah, I can relate to that too. Yeah, yeah. From that point of your life that you loved playing video games, what was that very first light bulb moment in your head when you realized that, hey, I would like to work on video games? So it's not just that you loved playing them, but you also realized that you would like to work on games. When was it, and what was that moment, and how it
Mhm.
felt for you?
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't the story of me having the idea that was pushing forward.
I see, I see.
Actually, because the way we got into making games was from exploring the VR
Okay,
medium.
okay.
I studied in university cinema and
Oh,
writing.
okay.
Yeah, actually. And it's still very dear to me. I still write, but not as a profession like making games. Uh, so when me and my brother wanted to make we like making VR together and work together and make stuff together, like developing software on computer,
I see,
games was actually the logical choice for
I
us
see.
because this was the market. We saw, oh, what people want in VR. So it's yeah, I don't know if it's the most interesting point for your viewers, but when we started out like 7 years ago, VR was in some kind of question, like what it is. Is it
Yeah,
for cinema? Is it for games? And we saw people who buy VR headsets love playing games,
true.
right? So we wanted to make this. Right now, I think the VR space is still in this question where it's apparently that people who use VR want games.
True, true. I
Or-
agree.
there's no question about
True, true. And they want more
it.
quality games, right? And those who
They want
are
more
not
quality games.
using VR, they would like to know what's VR still, I suppose, right?
Yeah, yeah, and like the people who lead the VR industry, they have their own ideas that are much bigger than games.
True,
Right?
true,
They want like everything,
true, true,
every
true,
every bit from the internet.
true, true.
So there's a dissonance that is not from the creators and not from the players. It's from those who make the
Yeah,
headsets.
yeah.
Yeah. So this is where we are right now, and this is why we want to get to more gamers.
I see.
It took us time, but you talk about the moment we understood we were making games. It was a process. We started making it, and we understood more and more. This is what we're making, and this is the people who would love our taste and what we want to do,
I
and
see.
our kind of entertainment.
I see. I see. And it makes sense. It makes sense, right? Because, like you said,
Mhm.
people who are using VR headsets, they want more quality games. So it makes sense at the end of the day. Yeah, yeah. A more personal question from me would be: were your family members, close friends, and parents supportive about this decision that you and your brother are making video games? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, yeah, they're supportive. You know, family and friends are important in life,
True,
and if
true.
they,
I
I think
agree.
that if they don't support you, it can be very hard.
True.
Yeah, our family is really supporting us and believing in our effort,
I see.
and my friends are the one who like to play the games,
They are the
right?
playtesters, right?
So, yeah, so they enjoy the process.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Do you think, like, without the mental support that you have from your family and friends, you have done it anyway? Like, you are that passionate and, let's say, that stubborn in order to chase your dreams to make it anyway without any help?
It would be a lot harder.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess maybe I'd try to make smaller projects
I
and
see.
see the yeah.
Okay.
Not that the project that not that really would matter is a huge project, right? It's still very small, but maybe I try to do something smaller just to prove
I see.
there's reason for that.
I see. I see. I'm happy though that you had the support. Don't get me wrong. It's just I was interested if you have done it anyway. Thank you. Thank you for your answer with honesty. So as for the project itself, projects you made and you're making now, what was your like favorite moments of the process itself of making video games?
Well, it's the most, the fun part, like the one that gets your dopamine in your mind, like, and you get this euphoric moment. This is the ideation,
Okay.
like finding new ideas, finding puzzle ideas, writing jokes. This is like this is a really really important moment, and it's the most fun. And when you like, it's not the first game we made, so I know it won't last. I know, like, you need to cherish when you have this aha moment of, oh, it would be so cool to have this closet, and in the closet you'll find the dress and you'll take it to the washing machine and it will work with the story, and you have this, you get excited. It's rare moments in the process. It's in the start, and then you have so much work. But this is one part that is amazing, and we have the amazing privilege of working with talented artists. We have Nick Ladd, who's the art director, um, and his and we have Reggie Lee, and we have Audrey. I need to remember her last name. She did the concept art, which was amazing. And we have the two artists who made the environments, and they made the animations. And I did a few sketches, and they look horrible. I don't know how to draw.
I can relate to that. I'm bad at drawing too, so I can relate to that.
Yeah. But in the game design, you say, okay, here there's a door, and you open the door, and the ghost.
It's like sketches, for ideas,
It's like sketches, like the rough ideas.
True.
Then seeing like a talented artist taking those ideas and drawing a beautiful drawing and doing a beautiful animation, this is really really fun. It's one of the best moments of the process.
Your ideas came to life, right? We could say so.
Exactly. Well, animation is basically putting life in something.
True.
And then adding the music and the sound effects, like seeing the from the sketch coming into life. It's wonderful.
True. What about the most challenging parts? Since you have spoken about your favorite moments, but what about the most challenging parts throughout the process of working on these games?
The most challenging parts is I wouldn't say it's one task, because every task can be done. The challenge is to continue. You understand? It's like you need to every day
push yourself.
Wake up, push yourself, even when this it's not new anymore. And as an indie game developer, you also have the responsibility to market the game. And make sure people
even
know
if it's
about
boring
it.
Sometimes, right? I guess, or it's not the work you would like to make.
Yeah, marketing. It's very, in some ways, it's repetitive.
True.
Because now your audience hopefully will see the Steam page. Right? It'll be interesting because it's the first time. Some of them will like it, some won't. It's okay. This is how it goes. Each game is for anyone. But when you market it, you need to work with the same idea, and like each time try to find new ways to talk about it. Just continue.
And it also takes away from the development process itself, so it's also a problem I can see, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a problem. It's something that if you want to work in it in a professional way, you'll have to make sure you build the right schedule for development and have time for marketing. Yeah.
I see. Since you worked on a lot of projects in the past, do you like, or let's reshape the question, is it hard for you or easy to let go the other past projects and start a new one?
It's not easy at all.
Okay.
It's not easy at all.
Okay.
Like the Retropolis games, they're heavy on the story.
Okay.
And because it's noir games and detective games, and they have this feel of like each time you have a cliffhanger and what will happen next, and we have a lot to tell
I see.
on the Retropolis world. It's not now. It's not Riddlewood Manor. It's Retropolis is. I didn't talk about it because it's not exactly, not what we're now trying to show to the world.
I
But
see.
it's the VR games. You play as a detective, robot detective, in a city of robots, and we have so many ideas for this world. But it was the right decision to put this project now in the drawer,
Okay.
and like have those ideas a bit, get some dust on them, and then take them out and see what will be the Retropolis 3 game. But it's hard, and it's hard for the players.
True.
Just yesterday, someone joined. Yesterday or 2 days ago, someone found the games, played them, and came to the Discord and asked, "Okay, when is Retropolis 3?" And I had to write, it'll take time.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Are you guys planning, by the way, to release the VR games for Steam, so without the need
The flat
to...
screen.
Yeah, yeah.
It is definitely something we're looking at.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we were naive. We thought VR will be a bit more fast, but we see there's potential, and there are many gamers who can enjoy the games,
True.
but they don't want to use VR
True.
now. So we want to be there for them. It's something we are looking at. We'll need to find the right way to do it.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Throughout the process of making those games come to life, was there anything that needed to be cut out from those games? And if your answer is yes, could you reuse those assets, gameplay elements, story elements that had been cut out from the games that you were making so far?
The answer is yes. If someone is saying no, I don't know how they can finish a game, right? You can't like it's very healthy to cut out ideas. It also means you need to choose, and you'll take the better idea.
True.
So this is many things were cut out, many ideas, many subplots, characters, puzzles, items, you name it. And no, they won't be reused. No, we won't find another place for them. Just because it's if it was there, it was built to be there. Like if there was a room that for if there were rooms for Riddlewood Manor that were cut, that had many ideas in them and many story elements, but it was the stories for this game. If we make a sequel, hopefully, because also Riddlewood Manor have many world building and some unsolved issues that will hopefully will keep players thinking about the game.
I see.
Maybe we will use the ideas, but not in the same way. We'll just we'll think again and take the best ideas.
I see.
It's very healthy to have ideas. You get excited about them. You see there's no time to make them. You need to choose. You need to cut down. It's good for games to cut down ideas. It's a good way to move forward and get the game ready to release.
I see. So I was wondering, by the way, let's talk a bit about your current project. What was the influence behind the story and the gameplay and the setting of or behind Riddlewood Manor? I was curious about that.
Yeah, I would love to talk about Riddlewood Manor. It's a fun game. It's a fun game. Gameplay-wise, the biggest influence is the Rusty Lake games.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe maybe your audience know it. If not, in some way, it's Rusty Lake games are games many people know, but not many know by name, right?
True.
Because they've been around so long, from web games and into Steam and into mobile. So when you show it to people, they know it. Like, and I was always astonished by how simple they make their games. Like very simple escape room games, very short, not the most, not they don't use anything fancy or VFX, but still you play the game and you get into the mood, the
True.
right mood. You
True.
get
True.
into their mind. It was always so fascinating, and I wanted to make something that in the same style.
I see.
But we have our own way of making graphics and puzzles. So it's still the art is very different. But the inspiration was, what if Peanut Button, if our team would work on on like this type of escape room game
I see.
with our humor, our puzzles. So this was maybe the starting point, and
I
we
see.
started prototyping and really liked what came to be. And then from the story, it's very much gothic elements, spooky elements, Goosebumps, Scooby Doo,
Love that.
Adam's
Love that.
Family.
Yeah.
Yeah, but both for the visual and for the story. I also want, this is maybe like getting really deep into, because I like that there is some deepness to the game. It
Okay.
won't be found in the demo because the demo is just a start.
True.
But there's a story of uh, how would I say it without spoiling too much? Uh, you know, I'd say like hmm, worshipping, like a secret church
Okay. Okay.
is found in the game,
Okay.
and I wanted to find a cool angle for that, and I found a lot of inspiration in a rock album, like
Okay.
a double album. it's
Okay.
it's pretty niche, from the band Aphrodite's Child.
Okay.
They have amazing album. It's like from the 70s, amazing album with many elements from Book of Revelations,
I
and
see.
like ideas of apocalypse, and like the end of times and worshiping the end of times. So I find this like very unique inspiration to give it some flavor.
I
Like
see.
like yeah.
It sounds cool, by the way. It sounds awesome to me. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for
Yeah,
that.
and
Without spoilers,
it's a
of
great.
course.
Yeah, no spoilers, but it's a great album. If anyone
I
is
will listen to
interested
that.
in,
I promise.
yeah, for concept heavy concept albums, yeah.
Love that. Love that. When the music is getting you inspired to make a story, it's such an awesome feeling. Yeah. Yeah. I
Mhm.
believe in this statement of mine that all of us creators who create our own craft, we tend to put our inner self into the craft we make, even if it's about experiencing loss, love, positive or negative things in our life. Is this statement of mine true for your work when you work on video games? And if your answer is yes, what examples, personal examples, could you name, could you bring us to the table?
Hmm. I absolutely agree with you
Okay.
on many levels. You are absolutely right. I think this is also like your statement is basically the difference between just making, like just working, or making something you consider as art,
True, 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 true,
right?
true.
Um, so it's something that you can really see if it's something is just you need to get the work done, or you really want to make something that is more, and you don't have any other resource other than your own experience, your
True.
imagination, your taste in art,
Your soul, your emotions.
your
Yeah,
soul.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say I think the character of Emily in Riddlewood Manor, you enter an evil house, evil haunted house that will try to kill you, When you enter, it will try to kill you. In every step of every escape room has this trap that will try to kill you. You try to beat it. You try to beat evil. This is the concept of the game. This is pretty simple, right?
True.
But the story comes with a character who live in the house,
I
like the
see.
Riddlewood family, and the most interesting character is Emily Riddlewood. She's the daughter of Margaret and William, and she has this doll. You probably, if you go to the Steam page,
Yeah,
you will see the doll.
the scary doll. Yeah,
Scary doll. Yeah,
who's
yeah,
sometimes a bit funny and also scary at the same time because you cannot like
yeah.
decide. Yeah,
Uh, yeah, she's like she's basically like she's a representative of the girl,
yeah,
Emily, and
yeah,
she's her demonic doll.
yeah.
So when writing this character, I had to put myself into her shoes.
I see.
A ghost child with a terrible, tragic childhood that led her to be a ghost. So you know where it goes. Like in the game, you will reveal more facts about how it
I see.
happened. But I think that you can't really think about the character like inside this funny idea of haunted house, cartoonish, funny, spooky. I wanted it to have a real heart, and it's found in the character of Emily. Um, and the ending of the game gets pretty emotional because I think that the jokes are great. Most of the time, I just love things to be fun, funny, spooky, sometimes weird, interesting. If it's puzzle, even a bit mind bending, just
Challenging.
to get this challenge. But by the end, you need to have this moment of, oh, I care about this
I see.
character.
I see. And I
And for
appreciate that, by the
that,
way, because it's important in my
yeah.
opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, like you play a game and you don't have this
You
moment.
get
It's like
attached to the
something.
characters and the story by that.
Sure. So yeah, when writing the character of Emily, it was a bit of emotional pain for me because you need to write about a tragic character in the
I see.
story.
I see.
Uh, so yeah, in the demo you just see her for a bit. She says like, "Come play with me" in a spooky voice, right? But
Yeah.
she's the character of the game, in my opinion.
I see. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you. What about console editions and physical editions? Let's switch back to the topic of the game's release as well. Are you guys planning to release your game to other platforms as well? And what about physical editions? Because I'm a huge fan of physical editions, so it's always important to ask.
I wish I could say something that was really definitive,
Okay, okay.
but the game is still in development. We don't have any plan for physical release.
I
We
see.
hope so. We
I
hope
see.
it will be based on how it goes with a Steam release,
Okay, okay.
and then we want to release it digitally. We want to release it to more platforms,
Okay.
mainly VR.
Okay.
Because we have the VR audience that is waiting for our next game. We think also about other platforms, but still nothing I can really say. For the Retropolis games, Retropolis 2 had a physical edition.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Okay. Okay, I will look into
Yeah,
that. Okay.
physical edition for the PlayStation VR.
Oh, okay. Okay. I will look into that. Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you. Okay. What about the puzzles themselves? What was the goal with the difficulty settings for the puzzle elements of your game?
Yeah. First of all, they had to be fun.
Okay.
It's a game like it's a puzzle game, so you need to have them and they need to be fun.
True.
We wanted to make it to find this fine balance between too hard and too easy.
I see.
In the demo, we have mostly easy puzzles.
Okay.
Mostly until the last environment, it's not getting too much difficult. But also, well, I think that when you design a puzzle, any game, but especially puzzle, you need to think about the experience of the player you want to play the game.
Okay.
Because some players will find easy puzzles as very difficult only because they don't have the experience of playing this type of game.
True. I agree on that. Yeah.
So we think our game will talk to people who already love uh, escape room games, like hand-drawn escape room games, or point-and-click adventures, or Rusty Lake games. Um, so we thought like how to make the right puzzles for them,
I see.
and also progression. Like when you play the entire game, the game a bit teaches you how to solve it.
True.
Like
True.
yeah.
You're getting used to it on the way of playing through the game. Yeah.
Exactly. You understand how to use items. You understand how to find codes. Yeah. But then you also need to find those moments of surprise.
True. Okay.
Yeah. It's a fine balance.
Okay.
There's nowhere. I don't think there's a magic formula here. Like trying things out and see if it works.
True. Very true. Very true. Speaking of the topic of balance, and you have spoken about this topic of having a vision for a game, how do you balance having your own vision for video games but still listening to the player's perspective and their opinions and their feedback?
Very easy. The player's opinion is better.
Okay.
Like there's no question about it. Like if and how do you know if you do a playtest and let's say 5 playtesters say the same thing, you're wrong and they're right.
I see.
Then the the better way to balance is then you have time for production or for tweaks or for changes, and you see what you can do with that.
I see.
But you have your own vision, you bring it to the table, and if gamers, not just not just someone from that just let's say you present the game and someone comes like in a festival or a conference and someone just comes and play. Okay, yeah, I mean like real gamers, people from like we have amazing community at our Discord with people playing the game. They like already tested the
like
full
you
game
mentioned, they understand what games are, right? We could say so, and they are not outside the gaming communities.
Yeah, when we do like a feedback form, I usually add like, please tell me your favorite game, and it's not just I won't judge anyone by their personal taste, but from that I can understand a lot.
True.
If someone says my favorite game is Candy Crush, it's not the game for them,
I can understand the relationship, between that,
yeah, but if someone says anything that is like means they have like they knowledge. See the potential, knowledge, experience, anything that is they play on Steam, for me it means okay, they understand a lot, they know what they expect from a game, and it's my job to bring it for them. True. In my best of my abilities.
True. Very true. What was the goal with the length itself of the game?
The length, it's a good question.
Thank you.
It's very important for players, right? Especially from the side of publishing a game. In these days, this market, like something we found out, our first game, Retropolis, The Secret of Retropolis, we just said, okay, let's do the shortest game that will still be meaningful.
I see.
And people just wrote in the comments, too short, loved it, too short, loved it, too short.
Yeah, myself, I prefer longer games, I can tell you that. I'm not those people who are like preferring the shorter games, because I know, like you said, there's so many people who would like to have shorter games because they don't have the time to play. But in my opinion, a game has to realize what's the time frame that it's best for the game, right? Because if you are making, for example, a JRPG and it's short, it's like just 10 hours, it wouldn't make sense in my opinion, because like the story can drive out the emotional parts and the important parts of like character development if it's a short JRPG.
Sure.
So I think every genre has its like taste for the time frame and what length it should be.
Right, and also it's the way the game is presented.
True.
If a game costs $10 versus $40, the expectation of the gamer will be very different.
True. True.
So
But I
we
don't think it's fair, by the way, to judge any game from the money perspective. I always said this, that I feel like from the player's perspective, judging a game by its price, it's really unfair, like I said before, because like there's so many good games which should like cost more. Like they are just $10, but they should, in my opinion, at least cost double of it. Because you can see how much art, how much work, for example, has been put into the art style of the game, or the gameplay perspective, or the dialogue boxes that are filled with so meaningful dialogues and twists. So I feel like there are so many indie games which are like underpriced, if that's the right word to say, and they should cost more. And people still bitch about like the prices, which is insane to me to see the Steam reviews that, hey, it's a $10 game, it should cost $5. No, it should cost, in my opinion, double the 10 of it, like 20. So it's like, I'm different, I know, but it's interesting to see that from the player's perspective, a lot of players don't see the work, let's say, behind the games, and that's how they end up judging by its price. And I feel like if they would happen to be judged by their own work, by their own 9 to 5 work, they probably would realize that, hey, it's work, right? So you're getting paid for the same work or just similar work, but it's work at the end of the day. So it's not just a snap of the fingers and the game is ready. So yeah.
yeah, very interesting to hear your perspective
Thank you.
on this. I don't know still the price of Redwood Manor. It's something we are debating because it's very hard to know.
True, I agree.
Yeah, but yeah, absolutely. It's also I read the same comments and like I live in the same space. You could say. So yeah, it's very when the question of the length of the game is coming to place. Many gamers, most of the gamers, will judge it by the price.
True. Sadly,
And I totally agree with you on what you're saying. The only thing I say, I understand like most gamers don't understand what it takes to make game.
True.
But I'm really fine with it. Like if they knew it will be less fun. Like you understand what I say?
Maybe
like
yeah.
when you play a game, you don't like I don't want the player to think, oh, it was so hard to
It's
make.
understandable. It's for entertainment.
I want them just to have a good time and don't understand
but
what it
is the thing is that if you, for example, listen to music, a lot of people try to like get behind the curtain and understand the feelings that, for example, the composer of the music or the author of the music had, and why they did that music, right? For example, if it's sad music or a music about love, and that's how people can relate to the topic of the music itself, right? That it has in it. And I think it's true for games as well, that I feel like if, for example, a game touches topics like loss or love, I think that people should realize that it's emotions that were put into the game, right? So it's not just robotic generic thing that was done by an AI or something, but it's human beings who put their heart and soul into that, right? And I think that's what, like, I think it's sad part about the player's perspective nowadays is that, like you said, a lot of people like they're for the fun, but in my opinion, I don't know. It's a very hard topic. Like you said, I agree on that it might take away from the fun part from perspective if people would know how much work you guys put into the games and every developer put into their games. But at the end of the day, I still think people would have to be educated about it, because I remember when I was a kid, reading these journals about video games always got me excited, and my friends too, about how games are made and how they are made by all those people, and why they did that kind of game. Like, for example, I remember reading an article when I was a kid about Destroy All Humans. It was such an awesome and fun experience, and till this day I still love that game, and I was always reading all these interviews about the game, how people did it, so I don't know, it's weird for me.
There will always be those who are more interested,
True,
a
true,
bit
true.
above the average, a bit
True,
more thinking about things, or it was good. Why it was good?
True.
I thought it was only fun, but then they did something that was unexpected. They did this sad part. They did this emotional part. They did this intense part. Oh, here they had to change something in the system to make something else happen.
Sure.
Understand?
Like a twist, yeah.
Yeah, you get this. I said getting the creative ideas is the most fun part. You get like a bit of this excited from the process. They thought they had this original idea.
True.
Yeah, it's for me. It's also part of the fun. Like it's a basis to start making those. To start making games.
True. That's why I always joke with this, that players who might not understand and not see behind the curtain of video games or are too judgy about video games, they should start making games too. And they will start to less criticize but more enjoy games, right?
I don't know what would happen. Like you talk about those who write only negative comments about everything.
Yeah.
I think maybe sometimes a bit of professional help can be good.
Agreed. Yeah, so many angry people all over the internet. Yeah.
Start making games. It's not a way to enjoy more of life. I can tell you that.
Really? Why? Why do you think so?
It's a very hard work. Okay. It's very hard work.
Yeah, I know that. It's just I'm asking, why do you think like it wouldn't help them, like overcome their stress and like use as a relief in their life, as being creative?
Yeah. I think that it depends on how you get to it. Like if it's something, if you have a job and you like making games and you have this hobby and you work for 5 to 7 years to make this game and you don't really care about how many people will play it, how will it, like you just want to make this, it's okay. It's okay. It won't be such a drag.
I see.
But if you want to get a game that is worth people's time and money, it's a lot of work, a lot of work, and there are so many great games out there.
True. It's hard to decide which to buy and which to try out. Yeah.
If you get into the shoes of average gamer, they have a lot of great games, great deals. Like they can find a lot of great games to enjoy, and making something that stands out, not easy.
Yeah, but in my opinion, like every game will find its audience, so it's not always the case or the goal from a developer's perspective, like you said, to make a game that stands out. Because like if every developer is true to their heart and soul, they will make a game that will stand out in a way to find their own niche audience. Even if it's a niche audience, it can mean a lot of people, right? 1K people or 10K people, and it's a lot. If you put those people into a room, it's a lot of people, right? So in my opinion, it's like you mentioned that there is a competition which is not a competition, but at the end of the day you still have to compete with other developers for fame and for players' attention. So it's a mix between those things, in my opinion, a balance of those things. And I feel like, I don't know, it's also a hard topic to talk about, because I feel like what we are missing these days is that everyone talks about indies, that how great they are, but when it comes to actual promotion and actual like professionalism of talking about video games, most media outlets, most streamers, most YouTubers are not giving a fuck about indies. They praise indies, but they are not giving a fuck about indies. They are not reviewing indie games. They are not talking about indies. They just do the promotion for those which are getting them paid. So it's a sad thing, because like I said before, it's that when I was a kid, I remember all games got a promotion with their game magazines. And nowadays it's rare. Like some of the indie games are picked up, most of them are not, and it's crazy to me because there are so many awesome indie games, and it's just, I don't know, if it flies out of the radar of people, then how, like you mentioned, an average gamer is like down to read about games, and even might not be down to read about games. How they will know, for example, about your game, about other games, right? And I think that's how a lot of players miss awesome games, because like they do not have any information about those games. And it doesn't mean that the game is bad, because it sells, for example, not that much as a developer wanted to sell. It's just because of the lack of the promotion and the professional promotion about it.
Sure. But when you think it's like when you think about they come to read about games, you can also think about the landscape of media these days.
True.
Like
True.
just reading, just like you have so many clickbaits and like
True. That's
attention
what I wanted to
grabbers.
say.
So,
Yeah.
so it's really about what catches the eye.
True.
But you're totally right about what you're saying. It's and it's privileged to be here and talk to you, and you like get this.
Thank you. I care, and I want
understanding.
to change the industry for the better. Like I'm always saying, I care, and
Yeah,
I would like to.
yeah,
would like to change this
yeah.
formation
But
of the media.
I can also say from my point of view, we in Riddlewood Manor, we do have this idea or thought how to make a game that will have this chance to grab attention. Like it's not something that I'm ashamed of saying.
True. It's understandable.
Uh,
It's understandable.
like we have this, those we have jump scares in the game, which are very popular in YouTube, and that way also when the demo came out, I wrote to a bunch of streamers and did get responses and
True.
videos that were uploaded. Um, so it did help to have this, like, in my opinion, thinking about the YouTubers, what they would like to find in a game. What would so it does help when coming up with an idea for the game to take into consideration the fact that being an indie is very hard, and getting attention as indie is very hard, and there are those examples of games that did it. They everybody played them, talks about them, they get written about, but what's the hook? What is interesting about the game?
So,
Uh, Also, I can share, like, be transparent. It's something we're still getting better at with Riddlewood Banner. We're trying like different approaches. Like the development of the game is almost done. I'm still working on it. We still have patches and changes. We did playtests and we got feedback, so now we need to make it better. But we're close to finish the game. Uh, but we wanted to get to more audience with the demo, and people love the demo, and people play the demo and they write to us. It's fun to have this, this moment of people enjoying the game.
true.
But
I can
but
imagine. Yeah.
but we found out that the approach of how the game is presented and talked about, and how we talk about the game, can be better. So we're trying things with our Steam page.
I see.
Like if you check it now and if you check it in 2 weeks, it'll be different because we'll see what works, and we're checking out what will interest YouTubers, big YouTubers, and we're checking out what will interest big outlets. We're small, so we don't have much experience, but we're trying. Everyone has an email inbox,
True.
right?
It's very
It's
easy to get
and,
to the
and
people. Yeah, to contact them. Yeah.
we got, actually, like, I wrote to a Vietnamese streamer with 2 million subscribers,
Okay.
right? Because I saw I played Rusty Lake games. you know. And I just wrote to him, and he played the demo. And it's
Nice.
the biggest, video on YouTube for Riddlewood Manor for the demo, and he enjoyed it. He did two videos actually and it was really fun to watch. And it's because of thinking, okay, what would interest this YouTuber about this
Sure.
game, and you have the email address, and you try it.
True, true, true.
So
You will never know
we
who will
try to,
answer and how they will answer, right? And if they can pick
yeah.
it up, it's a promotion for you. So it's win-win.
I guess this is why I said, like, being a game developer, it's not about feeling better, because you need to feel better, and then you do your job,
True.
and you hope
True, I
for the
understand. Yeah,
best.
yeah,
You hope
yeah,
for the best, because you send the 100 in,
yeah. Or even
and
more.
see what happens,
Yeah,
or even more. Yeah.
yeah. I see. I see. Switching back to the more personal topic and the more personal question, how have you changed as a person in other territories of your own life from being a game developer, if there, of course, were any changes? By being a game dev, was there any changes? Or were there any changes in other territories of your own life?
Well, I've done it for 7 years. So as a person, you develop,
True, true,
but
true.
self development is crucial to to live. But let's say, first of all, I got to meet a lot of interesting people, like from other game devs, other players. It's always great, always fun to talk to people and get more perspectives. And it wouldn't have happened if I wouldn't make the games. So yeah, meeting people is a big one.
Okay,
Um, if there's something else, I would say that. Yeah.
I see. I see. Since you mentioned that you are working in a team with other
Mhm.
people, do you believe in perfect synergy between team members, or is it something that develops out throughout the process of working
Hmm.
together, or is it the mix of both?
Working in teams is, it's something you. Let's say the question is it synergy, or
Yeah,
is
like
it?
perfect synergy, or is it something that develops out the connection throughout working together, or is it a mix of both?
Hmm. It's always something you need to. Nothing is perfect in
Okay,
life,
okay, I agree.
so yeah, but working in a team gets a lot more done, and you get the other perspectives. This is the hard part, right? Because you think something is good, someone else doesn't think
Yeah,
so. So you need to be not take it personally, and you need to say, "Oh, okay, let's think about it." Um, so this is something. So it's very it means you have a lot of mundane tasks, to make sure everyone is doing what they need to do. And if there's a scene and someone needs to fix it, you can't work on it because in the Git, I don't know if your viewers are developers or not, but you need to make sure if someone makes a change in the scene, you don't work on the same scene because someone's work will need to go to the trash and he'll need to do it again.
true, true, true.
Yeah. So, so you have that, but honestly, I have the privilege of working with talented and wonderful people. Uh, Everyone is super nice and passionate about making games. So it was fun. Yeah. And working with my brother, we started the studio together, and we're the two lead designers. Uh, you could say we have a synergy. Like when we talk about ideas, things go fast because we understand each other very quickly.
I see.
Uh, I think that some of the challenge when working with other people who joined us was understanding that we need to explain ourselves more,
I
because
see.
when talking to each other, like
It like
because we
clicks
also
between your brother and you,
yeah
right?
yeah you also talked about the first games I played in the beginning. So me and my brother, we play the same games as children.
I see.
So we really have the same language, and we think about games the same way.
I see. I see. Was it hard, by the way, or easy to find the right people to work with when it comes to working with people on your team or in your team?
We had luck. I
Okay.
can say we had luck. We work with wonderful people, talented people. And it wasn't very hard to
I
find
see.
them. Like so yeah, we had a lot of luck here.
I see.
So it was easy.
I see. I see. What about the music part of Riddlewood Manor? Could you talk about that as well in a bit? Like what influenced the
Okay,
music, how it
it's
was
just
made.
yeah, it's just continuous about the luck we had.
Okay.
The composer of Riddlewood Manor is a talented musician called
Okay.
Yuval Levi, and I met him. Me and my brother, we met him in a global game jam. It's sort of a hackathon. Like you have 48 hours to make game, and like teams are, on the spot. People find each other and start working together. It was quite some times ago. Um, and Actually, we started working together, but he didn't finish because he had some family emergency or something. But I got to listen to his sketches of music, and sometimes you listen to something and oh, this one is really good.
That's the
And
one. Yeah.
I'm really into music. Like I talked about
Yeah,
how
you're influenced
rock
with them.
album.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all kinds of music and everything. I'm not a musician. I have a guitar, maybe you can
Yeah, I
see,
see
but
that. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just for a few chords and not
I can
anything.
relate to that. Yeah, yeah. Too.
Yeah, just for fun.
I have
It's
my
something
guitar
else.
too, but it's on the shelf. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
So I listened to his sketches and I just wanted to work with him.
I
And
see.
he worked with us on every single project we
Okay,
made.
okay, okay, okay.
You can search, I highly recommend his soundtracks. You can search for the Retropolis, The Secret of Retropolis, and Retropolis 2 Never Say Goodbye soundtracks. They're on Spotify and on YouTube. Later, we will also have the Riddlewood Manor. So when working on Riddlewood Manor, the music had to be to make this fine tune of tone for the game. Like first of all, we wanted it to be like very atmospheric,
Okay.
not have some melodies that are going because Retropolis is a lot like movies. It's like a film noir. You have a movie star, you have dialogue. So there you have this cinematic soundtrack. In Riddlewood Manor, we wanted to be very atmospheric, and Yuval, the musician, came up with the influence of dungeons, dungeon synth. It's like a subgenre of very dark music that makes you feel like you're in a dungeon.
I
Like
see.
a music that is very set out to be, if a group plays Dungeons and Dragons,
Dragons.
so they can have this on the background. Uh, but we needed to add those elements of cartoonish silliness, also something that moments that are spooky, Halloweenish, not like full on Halloween Tim Burton, but a bit of this and Scooby Doo and all those. So it's an interesting mix, and like each environment has its own music. In the demo, you can really feel it. Like I think the kitchen music. It's the third room
Yeah.
in the demo. Suddenly, it's a bit funny
True,
because we
true.
wanted to have this break between scary parts. So we listened to Scooby-Doo, old Scooby-Doo soundtracks for inspiration.
Nice, nice. Love that, love that. I would love to see, by the way, the whole throughout the whole interview, I was thinking about this to tell you that I would love to see a Scooby Doo game from you guys, because you mentioned having and playing Rayman and like loving the spookiness of Scooby Doo movies and games. I would love to see a new Scooby Doo game from you
Oh,
guys, like, because we are missing
we
not
would
just
love to.
Rayman games but Scooby Doo games. Come on, there were so many good games on PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1 when it comes to Scooby Doo. Like, I remember playing a bit of Scooby Doo Unmasked on PlayStation 2, and then I couldn't get it in the shops because they sold all the copies. Then, like, back like 4 years ago, I bought the copy of Scooby Doo Unmasked on PlayStation and the GBA version too, and I played the hell of it. Like, I played so many hours with it. I would love to see a Scooby Doo game. So please, if you guys have the
Oh,
time and the ideas, make a Scooby Doo game. I would love to see that.
we would love to. We would love
Nice,
to. I think
nice.
I don't have any idea like how you get the rights because
Do you
like
have
it's
to?
some
Aren't they like what's the
sure,
word? What's the words called? Aren't they like
public domain.
yes, yes, like they
No, I
expired.
believe it's
Okay.
no. I believe someone has the
Okay.
right
Okay. Okay. Okay.
because it's not the black and white Mickey Mouse
Yeah, they
just came
expired.
to be. Yeah, so I think it will take time to get
Okay.
to Scooby-Doo. But once it
I
happens,
hope. I hope. I hope.
yeah,
Let me know.
we'll
Let
get
me
it.
know. Let me know. I would love to see. Come on. We are missing those games, right? Ninja Turtles and Scooby Doo's were my top ones. Like, I used to watch so many
Yeah,
Ninja Turtles and Scooby Doo's on TV. That was basically my childhood. So yeah, it would be so much fun to see games. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. How your perspective as a player changed, by the way, now that you made so many awesome games? How?
dramatically,
Okay.
dramatically.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard to go back to playing games
Okay.
without thinking about
Yeah, like you
how
mentioned
they
that
were
you
made.
think behind the
Yeah, yeah.
curtain. Yeah, yeah.
Also, let's be full without any masks, right? When I play an awesome indie game, I enjoy it, but I also feel a bit of jealousy. What can I do? Like I'm a human being,
True,
you
very true.
know.
It's understandable. Yeah, we all have those feelings, right? So, yeah,
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's hard because you all. It's hard to go back and not to playing games with this awe of astonishment and not think about how they did it
I see.
and how much work was put into it.
I see. Does it kill all the fun, by the way, when you're playing games, or you have at least some fun when you play games?
I'm having a bit of lag. I will
Oh,
write
okay.
it
Can you hear
down.
me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is it lagging on my end or on your end? Can you hear me? Hello? 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 Can you hear me? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, can you hear me? Hölgyek, urak, lehet hallani egyébként? Can you guys hear us? Can you hear me? Oh, there is a lag probably. No, no, honey. Katy, thank you for the 1 bit, by the way. Koreas, thank you for the resub, and Huni, thank you for the resub as well. Köszönöm szépen a resubokat. Köszönöm. Can you hear me? There is lag probably. Let's wait. Let's wait. Let's wait for our fans to be back. Hopefully his lag will will be solved. Ishkarich, by the way, I will ask your questions closely to the end of the interview. I will backlog your questions. And by the way, feel free to ask questions, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat. I will ask them as soon as our friend here gets back. Let me refresh the chat as well. Oh, let me refresh the chat as well. I can hear myself. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Eyal, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hey.
Hey, I'm back.
I can hear you.
Oh, nice.
I did a reboot
no, it's
of
okay,
the internet.
Okay.
I don't know what was the problem.
I
I
thought
hope
it's on
your
my end.
viewers. Okay, I hope your viewers are still here.
Yeah, they are listening. So, are you down?
Hi, everybody.
Are you down to answer some questions from the chat as well? Because there were a few questions.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you. So, Ishkarish, I hope that I'm pronouncing the name right. Why no Retropolis 2 soundtrack on vinyl?
I know Ishkarish, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, like not on vinyl, like not on for
Physical
record.
Yeah, records. Yeah.
Why not? Ishkarish, if you want to press it, to print the record, I'll give you the files for it. How is that for an answer?
Okay. He also asked him when Retropolis 3 will happen. We talked about
Metropolis
that.
3? Yeah, we're waiting for the robot takeover for that. Yeah.
Okay. And he also asked him about his voice acting career. Interesting, okay? I didn't know that.
A voice acting career. Okay. So, as one of the best parts of being a game developer is doing the voices in the game.
Okay.
I don't do the main voices because I'm not a voice actor. But bits here and there. Also, in the demo for Riddlewood Manor, I did the monks.
Okay.
Who say like don't fear the end, or the light will guide you. And also the spirit who says, "Where's my breakfast?" But,
love that. Love that.
Yeah. It's very fun to have those sentences, and also you use the audio effect. But Ishkarish is talking about something else. He's from the community of game developers here in the region, and he asked me to do voice acting for his game, like for a studential game, for his his learning game dev.
I see.
So I did all the goons in his games, and like I had to record it. And I was like in my parents' house because that day I worked there in the attic, and like I recorded bunch of "oh, don't mess with me or I'll kick you," and my mother like later said, "Well, everything was okay." because you really need to make it work. You really need to scream from your lungs.
Oh, they got worried about you.
Yeah, talking to himself, screaming to himself.
You should go out there a bit, right? They told you. I
Yeah.
see. I see. I see. I see. Thank you. Thank you for the questions and the answers. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Are there any more questions? Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. From all this knowledge, by the way, in your bag as a game developer, what would be your advice for other developers, even starters, even veterans, anyone who is in the
Hmm.
video game industry?
Let me be humble. I
Okay.
can't give advice to anyone in the industry because there are so many talented developers who I need advice from. So I can't give this general advice. Uh, to anyone who is starting out, I would give, um, I guess, two advice I have now
Okay.
in top of my mind that are precious. I can say that those are good advice. One is about the scope of the game. When you make a game, it's very hard work, and when you're starting out, you don't understand how much work will be needed to get a game to a place that it's ready for release. If you want, if you want to make like a real game, not to be a hobbyist, but a game that is real, that you have this stamp of this is my game, this is my studio. It takes a lot of time to finish a game, to fix all the bugs, to make it work. So when you're starting out, choose a scope that is smaller than what you think you can make, because it will be bigger. For guaranteed, it will be bigger than you think, and it will be more work than you think. So choosing the right scope is essential.
I see.
Uh, the best games have hundreds of gameplay hours. And this is the games that we love the most.
True.
But when starting out, you can't start with this. You can't start with that scope of a game. You need to think about even the 1 hour game. Now, like I'm not sure I told you, Riddlewood Manor is 6 to 8 hours, which is means it's a small game, right? But when starting out, our first game was 1 hour game,
I see.
and we don't regret it. Even though everyone wanted if they ask for a longer game, it means they finished it. If a game is not good, people will play 5 minutes and
True.
stuff.
True. And they will stop playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now only the demo for Riddlewood Manor. If people are like searching for all the secrets and taking their time, it can get to 1 hour.
Yeah.
And then we have maybe like 6 or 7 more hours of gameplay.
It's a
Depends
good
if
amount
you.
of hours in my opinion for any game. So it's a good amount of hours.
Yeah, I also think it's a good amount, but getting to a place that you're saying this is the like I'll make this small game, you know, it's still for your first game. I think it's too much.
I see.
Like for anyone just starting out.
I see.
Um, so know your scope. Know your scope. This is the first one. The second one, know your genre. Know which genre you're developing. It's super important because when this is how because I think that when you start out as a game developer, you have a great taste. This is how you start. You have great taste. You found all those interesting games. Some are popular, some are not popular, are niche, but you have the taste to say this is good. This one is good.
True.
This is how you start, and you want to make the game that will take everything that you love and will mash it together. And it's so natural.
True.
Like it's so natural and personal and something you want to do. But when someone will see what you're doing, someone will come and see this game, they won't feel like you, right? They
True.
will say, "Oh, what is this?" and you need to say it's an escape room, or it's a puzzler, or it's action. It's action. It's too broad. Actually, it's a platformer or a shooter, or it can get very niche.
Specific, yeah.
Tech build.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everything about the game will be even if you want to make a weird something really weird. I have this urge actually. I don't know if it will be, but I know okay, it'll be experimental. That will be the genre, right? And then people will come and in what they will know. Okay, this needs to be something I didn't see before.
True.
But you get them in this space.
True.
But I don't know if I'll make an experimental game.
I hope, and don't forget to make the Scooby-Doo game as well, because I would love to see that.
Yeah, experimental Scooby-Doo.
True. Even better. Yeah. Even better. True.
He becomes something else. You get to a whole different environment. Yeah,
true.
Maybe with other series, like other characters.
Oh, that would be fun. Yeah, too. Crossover. Mix. Yeah.
Very experimental.
True.
But yeah, this is the ideas. Yeah, that are so fun to think about. But when you make the game, and people will come and they will judge the game based on their previous experience.
True.
What they played, what they know about this type of game.
True.
And you need to be aware of that and even love that. Like many people think it's like boxes can limit. But no. They help you. They help you to know what you're doing.
Because you think inside the box, and it gives you more creativity in some point, right? So you have to use all those tools that are in the box and not outside the box.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and especially when working with the genres, inside the box is great. It's great. You'll find other places to be unique.
True.
You will have to. Yeah.
True. Very true.
So yeah, those are the advices for people who are starting out in games.
Thank you. At the very beginning of our interview, you mentioned that you were studying at university, to my best knowledge, writing and cinematography, right? Would you like to write books or make movies in these universes that you made as video games? Or even touch new universes?
Well, I am writing. I am writing like as a hobby.
Okay.
I do this. I love writing.
Nice.
Free time. Yeah, it's I love it. It's my craft. It's my hobby. But I haven't published yet.
I can relate to that. I can relate to that pretty much.
Yeah.
I do write, and my very first book that was written at my university studies when I was 19, now I'm 32, still have not published, and I have like 10 or 12 books that I should publish, and they are sitting on my computer, and Eyal too, because I'm writing on paper too, so yeah, I can relate to that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so basically I'm in the same place. I don't like the other day, like a few months ago, I finished the book, but I don't think it's good enough. So now I'm asking myself, what's next?
We should stop asking ourselves, right, and just release it. I suppose.
But because writing, like in gaming, like we work on a project. We have like the timeline. We know what the budget and how much we will know the price of
it pushes you to release, right? I suppose you want to say, like, it pushes you to release the game.
Yeah, it's a profession. It's something like it's we're doing it, as a business, as art, and also as a business.
True.
Writing for me is not like this.
I see.
So I feel okay with waiting for the
perfect moment. Let's say
perfect moment or project that I will feel very very keen or proud to publish. And books also, games are better business than books, in
True,
my
true,
opinion.
true. And then you
Uh,
can also turn books into the games, right? So in a
yeah, I
way,
think it would be. It needs to be the right idea for a book. Like if it's like what I'm writing is not in the world of the
I
games,
see,
and
see,
it's not something that I think is gamified. Some stories are, some are not.
I see, I see.
Uh, but but I can say that I would love to write a Retropolis book because Retropolis is so much noir detective. You know, detective can work. Any detective story can work
True.
with as a game or as a
Or
book
as a
or as
book,
a
yeah,
movie
movie, yeah,
because you have this very known story of the detective, the plot, the twist, something
true,
people are looking forward to.
true, true, very true, very true. Okay. Okay, let's look into the chat questions as well. Kares is asking, or Tandava Karma asking, his other name is that when and why you decided to be a game dev. I think we touched this topic at the very beginning of our interview. But do you have any additional
Yeah.
thoughts for this question?
Um, no, but I can say again. No, because we started with. I always had this fantasy of making games, right? It doesn't just happen. But the moment it started was when we did our VR experiences and thought about that, and we wanted to make something on VR, a software, entertainment software, and sell it. And we knew that only game would be make sense, and not a movie like spatial
Movie.
movie.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I think you could say that being a game designer is something you every day you need to choose it. You understand what I'm saying?
True, true. Yeah, yeah, I do. I do. Yeah. Thank you for the question and answer as well. Thank you so much. Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? And also don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to check out the game and the games on Steam wishlists Riddlewood Manor as well, and try out the demo. Try out the demo.
The demo is free and the demo is fun.
True, true,
Uh, it,
true.
yeah, you played the demo just before we spoke.
Yes, yes, I did, and I did it yesterday
Ah,
too. Yeah, I streamed
yesterday.
it on my Discord to my friends. Yeah, we played it.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah.
And what were your thoughts? How was
It
it?
was very good, and like you said, the Scooby Doo relationship between your game was there for me too. Like I remember, like saying that, hey, this is kind of a feeling that I was watching Scooby Doo cartoons in my childhood. So it meant a lot to me actually. Like I said, it
Nice.
wasn't just scary, but also fun in a way, in a good way, and yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I still want
Actually,
Scooby Doo games from you. That's a homework for you after this
yeah.
episode to think about those.
We'll just we just have a few months to finish this project, and
Who
then
knows?
just
Who knows?
experimental Scooby Doo. Experimental
Let me know
Scooby
when
Doo.
I can test it. I will be there. First place.
Okay, great.
First place. First
Yeah,
place.
I'm glad you enjoyed the demo.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's
very
very
fun.
nice, and like I said, it's reminded me of those old school times of these creepy but still fun vibes, which I miss. I
Yeah,
miss. I feel like not a lot of games do that. They either end up on the fun part, or they either end up on the very scary part, which is okay. I'm not saying it's bad. Don't get me wrong. It's
yeah.
just like the mix of both are also very
Mhm.
nice to see. So yeah. Thank you, by the way, for your making games. I appreciate that. So thank you.
Thank you. Without people playing it, it means nothing. It's for people playing and like the experience. I also when you talk about games, like one of the question is what is the story of the game? And like in books, or movies or anything like this, it's so easy to say. You have this character, and the character is doing X, Y, Z, right?
True.
But in games, it's like I know how to say what is the story of the game because it's my work. Like to do a game, like to make a game and talk about it
Yeah.
and bring it to people. But there's always something a bit funny about it. because the story it's happening when someone is playing it, right?
True,
Like with every game,
true,
it's
true,
not
true.
about what the NPCs are saying. It's part of it, but it's not about the text that on screen
It's the play
or
style, yeah.
the it's the play style, it's the experience. It's the
True, true,
experience. Like
true.
in Realwood Manor, we have the story, we have the backstory, we have the family, we have the characters. You find the letters, and you can read the letters, and you know more about the characters. But it's not about, let's say, Margaret. She's dead, so she can't play in the orchestra. I love this letter. You find it in the demo. Like, she got a letter. We can't accept you to the orchestra because, unfortunately, you're dead, and we only employ live players. Yeah, it's a funny ghost
Typical
joke.
Scooby Doo joke, yeah, yeah. Love that.
Yeah, but the story, it's not that. It's about you breaking into the house and finding that.
True,
You
true,
know what I mean?
true.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, from the streamer's perspective, if you are watching streamers or YouTubers playing the game, all those playthroughs are different, right? So all those playthroughs are like different stories, we could say so.
Sure, sure. When the Vietnamese streamer who played the game talked about it, I use translate to like automatic
Okay,
translation to know
okay.
what he's saying. He's telling a bit different stories, like because his audience is from a different culture. So the references and the way of seeing things is a bit different, and I
True.
love it. This is also something we wanted to make specifically with this game, because the Metropolis games are very dialogue heavy
I
with a
see.
lot of dialogue. And when watching streamers, I thought about making a game. What if we made a game that is you have dialogue, you have story, but not much text,
I
and
see.
then then the streamer is the one who's telling the story. When you played with your friends, like you
True.
needed to say what is happening.
True, true, very true. It's a whole another experience. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah. One of my closing questions would be before, by the way, I will go into some closing questions. We touched here a lot of topics. Is there anything that you would like to add to talk about that we haven't touched as a topic or haven't talked during our conversation?
Just saying thank you to the community, to your community, and
Thank you.
like you're doing it. It's very, very special, and I
Thank you.
believe there are very special people who support you. And also from our side, we have a peanut button community, a Discord server. Everyone is welcomed to join. And I always think, like, what can be, like, how can we relate more to the community? It's hard because we need to make the game itself, and we don't have like a role for a community manager that will do everything. But I just want to say, like, the help we get from people online who just are interested in the game. They help with the talking about the game and play testing and just being there for questions that we have. It's really fun, and just thank you. It's a privilege, and it's very, very nice, and makes everything a lot more fun.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you. Oh, there is another question. Sorry, I missed that.
Mhm.
Lalala is asking, when out of ideas, has he tried LLMs to build storylines around core ideas?
Again, the question is,
When
if I'm out of ideas,
oh, okay,
would
you
I
can.
use like ChatGPT?
I
This
think that's his question, yeah,
a
or her question.
large language model.
Large language models, yeah, yeah,
Um, I would lie if I'd say I never tried, right? But usually when I try to get ideas from, like, creative ideas for puzzles or story bits from ChatGPT or any AI, it's like it's not there. It can maybe help with the spark, but it's not always the best ideas. But maybe it's on me. I don't try too hard because I think that coming up with ideas, as I said, it's a fun part.
And it's also easier, in my opinion, if you're a creative person, right? Because it comes naturally and from a personal perspective, right? And
It's natural,
experience.
but being creative, yeah, there's amount of being like in being creative. You need some kind of open mind,
True, true.
like to say for now I don't judge anything that comes up and I play with it. Also, you need to have the right, I'd say, approach to be like for the creative process. Sometimes you need to get a little bored. It's like put everything aside, just stare at the wall, go for a
True,
walk,
true, true, true,
take a
true,
shower,
true, true, true.
and
I agree with that,
the
yeah.
yeah, and maybe yeah, I didn't find the AI good for ideation, but there are many other uses that that it's great for and
True,
very helpful.
true, true.
Uh, when it comes to writing, English is not my first mother language. So in grammar or thinking about words, it's very good,
True,
very
true.
good.
It helps a lot. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. I
yeah.
agree. I agree.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's why I say that people who like dislike AI, they might not understand the usage of AI because it's not just that people are like lazy and they use AI to do everything, but it's like you mentioned, it can help in a lot of ways to get better in your craft. Like you said, for example, as for English, I can relate to that too. That if I might have grammar mistakes, AI can like compliment me and help me
Yeah.
like be better at that. And of course it's there that I can also read books, but like it shortens my time. So yeah, it's a balance between those things. And I feel like I had a discussion about AI is that like a lot of it's the same as for gamers as you talked about. Like there are average gamers and there are average AI users. And I feel like a lot of people just use AI to like ask shitty questions, what's the weather like and how can I increase my penis or something like that. These all crazy memes, all over the internet. But when it comes to real
Didn't know.
AI and real
I
knowledge
didn't
of
know.
AI, they do not understand AI. They do not know what to really ask or how it could help because I think that there's a misconnection between users and the producers of AI and the makers of AI. And I think this misconnection will fall out and there will be a bridge between like AI users and AI in the I don't know 5 or 10 years because it happened to all technologies, right? VR or 3D TV or video games or any technology that people started not to understand. They started to mess with it as users. Then they became like professionals in it, and then they have been able to teach others to it. So I think AI will have that too. It's just a matter of time and matter of effort from people.
Yeah, I didn't know those all the memes.
Yeah, they were like it's crazy. Like I
Yeah,
haven't used I only use ChatGPT just by my friends because like I don't know I just don't into AI to be honest because I feel like most of the knowledge that AI now has it's good but it's still too generic and too like copy paste
yeah,
in my opinion, so it doesn't help that much as you would like to in my opinion. It will evolve, of course, not sure in how many years, but I feel like still if people judge AI in a way it's understandable, in a way it's also very cruel and very not nice in my opinion because like to be honest, everyone is using AI nowadays. Like even my friends at school using AI to like pass the test, which is crazy, right? Rather than learning. So why these the same people who like use AI to like get good grades at school? They are the ones who judge AI users that they do craft by AI. Like what the hell? So it's like it's that I'm not sure if there's a quote for it, but it's that human behavior when you're a bad
yeah.
person, but you're down on the road to judge others by being bad. And it's always,
Yeah,
I'm always saying that rather
it's
fix
not
your,
that.
yeah, exactly. Like rather
It's
fix
human.
yourself than judging others, right? By doing the same shit. So
Yeah, it's very, very human to think,
true,
oh, I'm okay, others are
true,
not.
true, true,
Yeah,
true. I have the right to
yeah,
judge because I'm human. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Which
But
is
yeah, AI is yeah, it's bigger than games. It will affect
True,
game.
true, true, true.
It will
It
affect
will be
game.
in games. I always tell people this example. You might know, you might did not know. I always tell my viewers about it, is that in the finals, it's an FPS multiplayer game. They used AI to teach AI with real human voice, with the male and female human voice, to have announcers in their game, and that feature
Mhm.
is the one of the best features in multiplayer games. That's why, like, that's the one of the reasons that people
Mhm.
love the finals so much, because
Mhm.
that function, the announcers function in the finals, is such a great experience. So it's a tick. It's that like player experience when you like get connection with the game on a total different and higher level of enjoyment. When, for example, you wipe a team, you get the information from announcers that, hey, this team get wiped out by this team, and it's crazy good feeling. So that's why I said that AI can help people if they know
Sure.
how to use it. So yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. My closing question would be, by the way, I believe that all creators have their own message to give with their craft. What is your message when it comes to your games? Speaking of past games and speaking of Riddlewood Manor.
Everyone has a good question, a good answer for this question. Oh no, I'm not much of a message type,
Okay,
actually.
okay. Or what
Have fun.
feeling? Okay,
Have with all the games. Have a good time, right?
okay,
In my opinion, like we
okay.
have story, but it's about having a good time. Take it easy. We don't have big messages.
I
And
see,
it's not my personality.
I see, I see. Would you like to make in the future though some very personal games like that are very personal to you, like writing books?
No, no,
Okay,
it's
but
not.
why?
It's not.
But why?
Why? Why? Because I really feel like it's about the person who's playing. Like
Okay,
if I had something that is personal, and I would believe that people would very enjoy or
okay.
very connect to, but it's not something that I have.
Interesting, interesting.
I find interest in science fiction, robots for Retropolis for the other games. Now I find interest in the haunted house, cartoon, funny bits, and yeah, I care about the players. I care about the characters.
I see, I see.
I care about it, and I want it
No,
to
it's
be
understandable. It
fun
just
and great.
was. It was. I was curious about it since you told us that you love writing books as well as a hobby, right? So I thought that you would like to make a very personal game as well on that occasion.
Yeah, but also my writing. It's still not heavy on the messages.
I see.
Maybe I should find the message. Maybe it would
No,
help.
it's fine. It's fine.
But
I was just curious about it, whether you like are down on the road to put those very heavy messages from your life or your personal experience. I see. Okay. Okay.
no, I find it like life is heavy, right?
True.
So
It's
entertain.
very true.
So I find that entertainment should stay light and
Like
have
you
its
mentioned, like Scooby
right
Doo.
pace.
Yeah, yeah, I can relate to that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, okay. Thank you, by the way. Thank you for your time. I appreciate that and your honesty about every topic that we have spoken. I appreciate
Thank
that.
you. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you
It
so
was
much.
a great time. It was really fun talking
For
about
me
making
too.
games.
For me too. For me too. And thank you, by the way, for the questions from the chat. Oh, there is one more question from the chat. Sorry. Lalala
Yeah.
says, "Can't a beginner game dev use X ChatGPT to direct his her ideas into generally acceptable direction, making the product more generic but less prone to errors caused by inexperience?" That's the question.
I haven't used AI in that way. I use AI. Like we use AI for grammar check, for code. Uh, in my personal life, I like to use AI for ideas what to cook. Like if I have something in the
That's
fridge,
nice,
I can.
actually.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good use, and it helps. Like you say, I want it to be healthy, so but still taste good, so it helps. Um, so I didn't use it that way. I think you could use it. You could use those but still be skeptic. Like if you're
True,
trying to find
true, true,
the
true,
right idea, you still find like if AI helps you, go for it.
true,
Like if it's your process, really go for it.
true,
No problem at all.
true.
But remember, AI doesn't. I think
To
here's
always question
the,
it, yeah.
no, the biggest problem. AI doesn't have the I don't know option.
Yes, agreed, agreed.
But it can't say I don't know. So
True,
if you
true,
really want, if you say find the idea that is will be right for the market, I can do it with my experience and is based on popular other games. The it will write something, even if it's not the best idea. It will write something, and it will be written with the most confidence.
true, true,
Uh,
true,
so no problem to use AI to find ideas, but saying this is the idea I will go and do is your decision.
true,
You
true,
will be making the decision. So I would really say you should find more resources.
true,
Talk to people with experience.
true,
Tell them the idea. You don't have to say it's from AI. You can say it's your idea, um, and test it. Like with any other idea, before you really commit to it,
true,
you need to do the testing.
true.
Yeah, that like validation.
True, true. This issue of questioning knowledge was always there, and I think like humans was always mistaken or having this mistake in their life that most of them are not or were not educated by the whole education system in order to question things that they see, they hear, they read. There is a good movie, I cannot recall the title or the name of the movie, but there was a scene in the movie where like a very rich person who had a boy who always read the book to him because he couldn't see well. And he saw the boy's phone and he said, "Hey, what are you reading? And when are you reading the news for me? I thought that you're reading it from journals that I paid you." And he was like, "No, I did not have the time to go to the market to buy you the new journals from this week, but I rather went searching for the news on the internet." And he said this quote of, or this thought of his, that the rich person said this, that from that point where like news will be free for everyone, they will be fake news because it's not professionals who are writing it. And I think it's true. It's also true that there are, of course, fake news written from professionals who are getting paid for it to like promote fake news. It's also true. But I feel like when I mentioned at the very beginning of our interview that I used to love reading gamer magazines because they were about giving education and information in the players of the hands, that's what I miss from video game journalism. And that's what I miss from the whole journalism industry, is that like you mentioned, AI is the same, that AI has this generic problem solving methods for everything, which is fine on one hand, but people think that, hey, this is the solution, and they forget that, hey, you should question, like you said. And I think that issue comes from just normal human behavior, that we forget to question because we say that, hey, we don't have time to question it, or we just believers of this thing. And yeah, I think that's there should be like an education system where like from the ages of kids, everyone teaches them to like just question, like just get resources, like you mentioned, and try to communicate with people from different perspectives. That's how you grow as a person, not just following the same path. So yeah.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
sure. I totally agree.
Yeah. Thank you. By the way. Thank you so much for the
Thank
question
you so.
as an answer as well to that last question from the chat. Like I said, I will need some more of your minutes of stream, but for those who are watching us here live of this episode of my Dev Live show, don't forget to wishlist Riddlewood Manor and also be on the lookout for other games, hopefully some Scooby-Doo games like I mentioned. And yeah, thanks for watching us. Thanks for watching the VOD version later saved on Twitch, and the unedited and edited version on YouTube as well. And thanks for joining us for today's episode of my Dev Life show. Have a great day or evening, depending where